This conference will now be recorded.
So, if you want to work with the Python programming language, we'll go
Uh-huh.
into the cloud itself directly. Okay. So,
Okay.
and you just go to your Google Chrome, and so just go to your Google browser and type collab research Google. So this will give you the to work with Python in the cloud itself directly on the Google. Okay. So you don't need to be
Oh,
installed. Yeah,
Yeah, we
collab.
downloaded something yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yesterday we downloaded, but that is a local mission. So if you want to work with Python programming language in your local mission, that also it is done. Meanwhile, if you want to work with the Python programming language without installation, so if you have a Gmail account, then it is easy for you. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We can type something like collab Google research. Then you can go to this particular link, and you will be getting this kind of no so table contents. Okay, table of contents. So here I would like to go for creating the no I just want to create the new notebook. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so click on the file, and here we will be getting the multiple options: new notebook, open notebook, upload notebook. Okay, save and copy the drive, and save
Uh-huh.
as a list. And see, whatever you're working, that you can directly saving into the GitHub as well. Okay, if you have already account.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, or else you can store in your Google Drive also, whatever the Jupyter file you created, or you made it, that also you can save into your Google Drive. Okay, or else which is default, it is showing into this particular collab.research in a Google account. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I would like to work with Python programming language. So without any instead of waste of much time, we just click on the file and click on the new notebook, which is creating the new Jupyter, but it is asking to sign in your Google if you want to work with Python. Okay, with the Google.
Okay.
So you just click on the sign in. So with your Google credentials, um, okay, pratik2ds at the rate of gmail.com. Okay. So it is must to be login if you want to work with Python on Google. Okay.
Okay.
Are you doing now parallelly?
Um I I can try, yeah, sure.
Yeah. See, simply if you click on the new file and the new notebook, if you are already signed in, then it was creating the untitled 0.ypnb. Okay. If you want to rename, just modify the name. Just click on here and modify the name. This is the Python basic syntax. So every time I would like to go through some kind of specific numbering. So today is a 14 or 15, right?
Uh-huh.
2022, and Python basic syntax, basic syntax. Okay, so this is my file I created. This is a box, we are calling it a cell. What it is? This is cell. So this cell we can work with in two modes. One is the Python code. We can use. So we can use the cell in two ways.
Mm-hmm.
So what are those? The first one is for Python. We can write the Python code. We can write for Python code. Okay, if you want to write the Python code,
Mm-hmm.
we can use this particular cell only, or else we can write a document. Write for document. Okay, so the Python cell we can use, this particular cell we can use in two modes. One is for Python code writing. Okay, one is for
Okay.
documentation. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so default, by default, which is code mode only, Python code mode only, which is code mode. So if you want to changing into the document mode, that I can tell you, here we have the code or text, right? So here we will be getting the code and the text. If you want the code, then we can click on the code. If you want the text, we can click on the text. By
What's
default,
the
we can,
difference?
yeah, code and the text. I will show you the difference. So by default,
Uh-huh.
it's code only. So I can write some script here. For example, if you want to display on the screen, then we can use the print function. For example, I want to print hello, and for example, I want to print the hi. See, careful observe here. Careful observe here. We written lot many lines. Here we can use the view. Okay. See, you written some multiple lines right here. So you just run this particular one. If you run this one, it was rotating, right? And we'll be getting output only hello and hi. Why we are not getting any error? Because can you tell me anything here?
Why they're not getting any error?
See, we are not get any kind of error. So this is my Python program, and the Python program which is giving only output is hello and hi only, which means it was getting output because of last two statements. What happens for this particular lines? Why we are not getting anything about this particular
Yeah,
lines?
because you commented.
Yes, in Python programming language, if something is started
Uh-huh.
with a character, which means that it's a comment. We
Oh,
commented.
okay.
Commented means which cannot be executable.
Oh, okay.
Okay, which can't be read by the CPU. Okay,
Uh,
CPU means central processing unit, right? So,
right.
so something which is started with a hash character, so we can comment only one line. But if I want to multiple line, if I want to comment multiple lines, so within triple quotes, this is the triple quote, and this one also triple quote. In between the triple quote, we can write the multiple lines. This all multiple lines also cannot be run it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So because of this one, these are the lines are hidden by default because of I started with hash, and within the triple quote I written multiple lines which cannot be executable, so that we are calling it a comments. Comments will help you to understand the program. Okay. But you know,
Oh, got it.
yeah. So but when it comes to the print hello and print hi, these two lines are which are the statements, so that we got an output.
Yeah, because of the print.
Okay. So this is the comments, and what about this one? What it is? This is statement, and this one also statement. What is the meaning of statement? What is the meaning of comment?
Comment is it's you're
It-
um you're blanking it out, you know. It's not executable.
So comments are not
Uh,
executable.
right, yeah.
Comments are not executable. Statements are
State
executable.
statements are executable, right?
So this is the two lines are executed, so that we got an output here. Okay. But when it comes to here, these are the
Okay.
these are not executed, so that we are not getting any kind of error. Okay. So this is about code mode. So if you want to write text or document, then you can click on the text. When
Mm-hmm.
you click on the text, you are getting this kind of box when you're working with the collab research.google.com. Okay. So within this particular text box, we can write some multiple lines. This is okay, text mode. So here we can write document or description for a description to a program. Okay. So if you want to give some kind of description, we can use the text mode. So when you are using the text mode, see, this is something like text or not. So this is the program. This is the program. When you're executed, we got this output. But this is text mode. So when you return the text something inside of the box, so we just display something like a document. So this is the way Jupyter Notebook we can use in two modes, either code mode, either text mode. Is it clear now?
Yes, I'm following you.
Okay. So when you're working with the collab, which might be looking something like this. For example, I'm using the Anaconda. So I think
Hmm.
we already installed Anaconda in yesterday class, right? Now I'm
Right,
opening
yes.
Navigator. If I open the Anaconda Navigator, it will took some time to open it because of it's a packed packages, a packed applications. So it will take some time to open that one. Okay,
Hmm.
so it is opening. Once it is open, which will be looking something like this, which means the Anaconda itself, Anaconda itself is a software. It might having the lot of sub applications. Data lore is a one application, IBM Watson is an application, Jupyter Lab is also one application, Jupyter Notebook is also one application, Spider is also one application, RStudio also one application, Qt Console is also, PyCharm is also application, Glue is Orange. These are the sub applications. This all
Right.
application we kept in one place. That software we are calling it Anaconda. Okay. So if you want to work
Got it.
with programming language, we can use any one of applications what you can able to see on our Anaconda, except this R Studio. This is especially for R code, R Python, R language. But rest of the softwares are especially for Python programming language. Okay. So which means
Okay.
Anaconda will help you to execute or to write the programs with help of the either Python, either R. Except R Studio, every application will help you to write the code with help of the Python, except R Studio. Okay.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So here we can use any one of it. Usually, I would like to use the Jupyter Notebook because of your Azure Synapse is also following the Jupyter Notebook format only. Okay.
Yeah.
So
What is Synapse? Synapse is the editor
just
to
tool,
talk to Python.
it's just a tool. So Azure is
But
for.
you know what I noticed on Synapse, right? It has a few options. On the drop down it says language. You can choose Python Spark,
Hmm,
and the Python's
I will show you.
PySpark.
I will show you. Just a minute.
Okay,
So here
okay.
we
Yeah,
have the
I
Jupyter
see.
Notebook, right? If you launch this one,
Mm-hmm.
you launch this one. If you launch this one, which is opening the, if it is opening your local files. Okay. Let me consider
Uh-huh.
this is your scripts or in your Azure SNOps, which is showing like scripts or else notebooks or other SQL different folders, which is showing, right? Something like
Uh-huh.
this. So for example, if I click on the desktop, and so we can create your own folder as well. For example, see, which is showing the different Python, here it is showing the R, right? Maybe your Azure
Uh-huh.
is showing something like Python or PySpark, right? Yes or no?
Right. Right, yeah. PySpark, Python, yeah.
The notebook which is supported different other applications or other languages, maybe which is background, the structure is notebook format only, but the backend language it might be any one of it. I think what are the things we added here? Okay, maybe I added the Python and R. Like this we can added the Java, like this we can added the PySpark, like this we can add the Spark. Clear?
Uh-huh.
So here default it's a Python and R. Maybe in your Azure Synapse it was something else, right?
Yeah, they have SQL too. Yeah.
Yeah. So here
Yes.
I would like to go for creating the folder, and the name of the folder is MOE.
Mm.
So just go to your specific folder, which it doesn't have any kind of files. You just click on the Python 3. When you click on the Python 3, which was creating the new notebook. So I think previously how we can able to see this particular okay, what we call, okay, how we can see the Jupyter
Folder.
notebook Google Colab, and which is similar to Jupyter notebook on the local host as well, right? This is my
Mm-hmm.
local server. Maybe you're working on Azure platform, right? Just compare yourself.
Yes.
This is my local computer. So we are working on Azure platform. So Azure also having the same something like this only. Okay.
Hmm.
So here we can give the name like UDO underscore VAS, something like that, right? So this way, for example, UDO, just give your name, any one of it. So this is the box we are calling it a cell. So with this particular cell, default it's a code option. Previously, here it is showing the directly code and text. But when comes to here, which is the same thing which was showing in the down arrow mark menu bar. So here we have the multiple menus here. Okay, by default it's a code. So here we can write the script over here. So we can write the some Python scripts because of you connected with Python 3 programming language. So you should write only Python scripts. We can't run the JavaScripts
Oh,
here.
which Python code we're using? Which version?
Python 3, the latest version,
Oh,
Python.
Python 3. Oh, Python 3. Okay.
Here it is showing the which kernel we are working on it, Python 3. Okay.
Okay.
So here print hello, print hi, and you just run it. If you run it, we are getting output, right? So here also we got the output or not?
Yeah, we got hello and hi.
Okay, here also we got the output or not? Again, we got one more cell, but this is the cell I want to make it as the document mode. So if you want to get the document mode, click on the markdown. When you click on the markdown, you just write the script something like this. This is not script, it's a document. Okay, this is the way we can write some script and we can run it, which is something like here on this something like this or not. Very similar, right?
Hmm.
See, in a Google Colab also providing the notebook format only. Okay, IPYNB, which means Interactive Python Notebook, and Anaconda also providing the Jupyter Notebook. So here and here the interface could be the small difference, but almost both are same only. Okay.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Any questions?
No.
So as of now, we understood the Python which consisting the either statements and comments, right?
Hmm.
So Python having some predefined names. So Python is providing some predefined names. That predefined names usually we are calling it the keywords. Okay, these keywords are used for to performing some kind of special tasks. Okay, so
Huh.
how we can able to see and what are the keywords are there if you want to know it? Then we have the keyword library. So this particular keyword library we just need to be import with help of the import keyword. See, I think in our Azure Synapse we are using the percentile symbol, right? So something we've seen it percentile
Right, right.
spark.
Yeah.
So which means that we are importing the Spark or we are using that particular features. Okay. In the same way, Python is providing the import with help of the import keyword. We are importing the keyword library, and inside of the keyword library, we have the some names are there. So which are there inside of a variable that is keyword list, KW list. So we just need to print it. If you print it, which was printing some names. These are all the names are predefined names. Each and every name, each and every name is having some special task. Okay. So when we have a knowledge on this all and where we can use these keywords and how we can use these keywords, if you know it, which means that you have a knowledge on Python programming language. Clear? If you don't
No,
know,
say it again.
so if you know where we can use these names and how we can use
Hmm.
these particular names and what purpose we are using these particular names, if you know it, which means that you have the good knowledge and you are the expert in Python programming language. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
If we don't know, if for example, if you go and see the yield, what is the use of the yield? If you don't know, then nothing, right? Okay, you have to
Right.
know and where we can use it and how we can able to use it. But thing is that in one day we can't learn this all keywords and how we should use it and where we should use it. Okay. In upcoming
Hmm.
classes,
Right.
you're going to be understanding each and every keyword. Okay,
Right.
we will work with each and every keyword in upcoming classes. Okay,
Okay. No problem. Okay.
so
All right.
as of
So today's class is done for today.
yes, as of now, what I was explained,
Yeah.
I explained the statements, I explained the comments, okay, and how to use the Jupyter notebook, okay, with the code as well as with code and text on Anaconda as well as Google Colab. Okay,
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
and so we can go on to use either Anaconda, either Google Colab. It's up to your choice. I cannot. Okay, I cannot stop you. I don't want to be stop using of okay Python. So we can work with Python everywhere. Okay, and we can use any one of the software, whatever you are interested. And the next one
Yeah. I'll
is
see which one is convenient. Okay. I think Google Colab would not work out because well, I can do it on my personal laptop, Google
yeah,
Colab and Anaconda.
you can do it. It's up to your choice. Okay, so you can habituate it multiple things so that you can understand. Say if you are habituated only on Anaconda, if you seen first day on Jupyter, sorry, Azure Synops, it will something looks different, right?
Right.
So when you are habituated to multiple things, it will be the good for us. Okay, keywords we done it. So as of now, only these 4 points we discussed for today's class, and for next class, my that means tomorrow, we'll go for understanding the identifiers, and we'll go for understanding the keywords. Sorry, variables and different data types in Python. Okay, this will
Okay.
go
Got it.
tomorrow session. This could be
Okay.
the
Sounds good.
16th, 2022. Okay,
So you will teach on Saturday, Sunday also, nighttime?
no,
No Saturday, Sunday, only Monday through Friday?
no, Monday to Friday.
Okay, got it.
This was done for today's class. Okay, so the next, I
Okay.
mean, tomorrow plan is these things. Okay, I
Okay,
hope it.
Anjan, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
All right, have a good night, Anjan. Thanks. Bye.